Howdy folks, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a comparison of my two favorite tongue drums here. I have the VibeDrum here on my left hand and I have the Freezbee here on my right hand. And I'm going to do sound samples with both of them so that you can kind of hear them side by side and decide which one you like better. I really have trouble picking a favorite because I really like both of them. They're actually quite different. Even though they're both steel tongue drums, they're quite different. But first, before we get into the sound samples, let me just do quick logistics and talk a little bit about each of them. So first up is the VibeDrum. And so the VibeDrum, I have it here. This is actually made in the United States. These are made in Arizona. If that matters to you, it may or may not, depending. Well, actually, all of these things may or may not, just depending on what you're looking for. But it is made in the USA. It's made of stainless steel, and it's a heavy grade stainless steel. So this is non-magnetic, so your little magnet tuning tricks will not work on this drum. And actually, the other one is stainless steel as well, but we'll get there in a second. This has an 11.5-inch diameter, so it's about 12 inches around. It weighs about 5.6 pounds, and it's about 4.5 inches thick this way. It's, 5.6 pounds is pretty heavy for a tongue drum, but it's not heavy in the scheme of things, But this particular drum, the VibeDrums, come in 3 different finishes and also a natural finish. So this one is called Copper Sun. They have 2 other finishes, and then they also have a natural finish, which is literally just the metal. And that's for people who either want to finish them themselves, add their own decoration to the drum, or maybe they just like the raw metal look. It has 9 tongues, as you can see, 9 tongues here, kind of in 3 rows of 3. There are 9 tunings available on this particular drum, 9 different tunings that VibeDrum offers. They offer all of them at 440 or 432. You can just specify when you order, so I guess technically that's 18 tunings, but 9 different tuning schemes. And the prices on these range from $299 to $349. Now the ones that have the natural finish are going to be on the cheaper end, and the $299 one does not include a case. And then they go up from there, and then the $349 would be a finished one with the case. One advantage that I should mention of the VibeDrum, that one advantage it does have over the Freezbee, if you are in the US, VibeDrums does not charge for US shipping. So free shipping anywhere in the US. So if you want the $299 VibeDrum, it's $299. That's it. You don't have to pay another $60 for shipping or whatever. So, but there you go. That's kind of the quick overview of the VibeDrum. So let's take a look at the Freezbee. Okay, so the Freezbee is right here, and it is made in the Ukraine. And this is another really nice drum. It has this little rope decoration. A lot of people like that, might see that as an advantage. This is made of stainless steel, as I mentioned earlier, just like the VibeDrum, but this is a much lighter steel because this one only weighs about 4 pounds, and it's actually a 14-inch diameter. So whereas you had a 12-inch diameter on the VibeDrum and a little over 5.5 pounds, here you've got a 14-inch drum, and it's just about 4 pounds. So you can tell that the metal is a lot lighter. Now, be that good or bad, it's going to give you a different tone, but it's also going to change the weight and some other things. So again, just kind of what you're looking for. This one's about 3.5 inches thick, where the VibeDrum's about 4.5. This one comes in 6 different finishes. This is the matte brown finish. They have a black and a blue and a green and some others. But they have 6 different finishes, and then they have a number of these patterns that you can get. You can get no pattern, or you can get various simple patterns or more ornate patterns or whatever. And so you've really got a lot of combinations. I don't even know how many different combinations you can come up with there, but you've got a lot of different visual combinations. And then this one has 8 tongues, where the VibeDrum has 9. This one has 8. There are 23 different tunings available for this particular drum that Zen Percussion offers on this drum. 23 different tunings, and all of them are available in 440 or 432. So I guess you could say 46 tunings if you really wanted to say that. But the prices on these range from $290 to $450, depending on which options that you get. If you get the case, that adds like $40 or $45, depending on which pattern you get and which finish. So the matte brown and black, I believe, are the cheapest, and then I think the polished brass is the most expensive, or I don't remember that for sure. But they have different prices for the finishes, and then also different prices for how ornate the design is, and you know, that all goes together and comes up with the you know, the final price. One other thing that I should mention about this one, if you are in the US, as I mentioned, the VibeDrum has free shipping. This costs $69 to ship to you. So because it's coming from the Ukraine, they charge a pretty hefty shipping fee. So that does add a lot to the drum. So the prices that I gave you earlier, the $290 to $450, does not include the $70 for shipping. There's quick logistics of the two drums. Let's go ahead and hear them.